Sometimes fast and sometimes slow, they'll fall into the ground, dance around circles, and I catch them with my mouth. It softens all the noises, it softens all the things. Everything is wild. So I kiss you in my hand, try hard to make it stay. In the end, it melts away. Gotta catch up with my. So I catch you in my hand, try hard to make it stay. In the end, it melts away.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. So, a lot to talk about. We had It Ain't That in the background, but they just left. If you want to come back, come back. If you want to join the panel, join the panel. Lots of things to talk about. Hey, Kitsune. Welcome.
Hey, Monty.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. So she did a Paneer live stream for 34 minutes, 30 seconds. All she did was talk shite as usual and eat food. So sick of it with the dirty cap on, filled with lint, dust, and cat hair. Very disgusting, but very typical. Did she go anywhere? Nope. Did she go see her family? Nope. Is she supposed to? Well, yeah, it's her grandmother's birthday. Celebrate. We got Natural Ginger. Welcome, Natural Ginger.
Hi, Monty. Hi, Kitsune.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
Hi, I'm okay.
That's good. I'm gonna add It Ain't That. Hi there.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, it ain't that. Hiya.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to stay. I just wanted to say I went to my P.O. box today and I got my beautiful Coach wallet. Thank you, Monty, so much.
You're welcome.
And also, I just want to say that I appreciate everything that you do for everybody. I love the panel, and I love how caring and everything that you are with everybody. I don't come on much because I'm, kind of camera shy, but I'm driving right now, so I can't stay online. But I appreciate everybody in your chat, and I appreciate you doing the panel. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being part of the community. And what colour Coach purse did you get? I
got the tiger striped one. It matches my Coach purse, actually.
Nice.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you.
All right, thank you. It ain't that. Bell of J, you're live.
Hi, guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye, it ain't that. Enjoy your Coach purse.
I will. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We got Andrea in the back as well. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, everybody. How's it
Hello.
Hi,
going?
Andrea. Hi, Val. Hi, Hippie Easter.
Hi, Val.
Hey everybody, love
Hey,
y'all.
hippie.
Hey guys.
So first thing to talk about was the RSN panel. The internet tea was on there, really giving, or asking the hard questions to Chantel. If you're live and there's a TV, could you please mute if somebody
Yep.
else is talking? All right, great. So it ain't that was on RSN, really, asking the hard questions about how Chantel says one thing, then she does another 5 minutes later. Hi there, DG. Hi, Cecilia.
What? I can see you.
Did she? So I'm a little behind because I was working. Thank God I have a job, but I wanted to get everybody's assessment because I refuse to watch the panel on that channel.
Well,
And
I've got to admit as well, Andrea, I've not watched it because it gives me I'd rather just get my information from Monty and all you guys.
exactly.
But I imagine it was lots of dodging of questions and nonsense.
Oh yeah, I wanted so very much to just see it live, but I can't. My conscience won't let me tune in. But I was hoping somebody would snipe it or something. But I want you to tell me how accurate I am. Well, when that happens, it's not that I'm actively lying. I just changed my mind. Is that what she said?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, guys.
Yeah, I never lie. I just changed my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, and I change my mind like every 5 seconds, like she does. I'm joking. I want y'all to know I'm joking.
We need the internet tea on the panel. Where's she or them? Sorry. Where's the internet tea?
So Internet Tea was the one asking hard questions, was she? She's going to get a Pulitzer Prize for journalism. I hope so.
I guess so. Well, she knew more about Foodie Beauty than RSN did, saying he did his research. He doesn't do jack shit. He might watch a few clips for a few minutes and then that's it. Slow clap, Internet Tea, you did a great job. Okay. Internet Tea says, I'm working right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that if I asked my 2 cats about Foodie Beauty, they would know more than RSN does.
I think
just saying.
Clout. He's just doing it for clout. If there's a 2-hour, if he even looked at Toll McKinley's documentary, that's like 2 hours of well researched content. I was going to say entertainment, but it's really, I mean, the lens he puts on her is really great. Then there's also someone else that just recently made a piece about her. So he doesn't even have to do anything to find accurate information if he wanted to research.
Andrea, that was Mr. Snowflake.
Mr. Snowflake, yeah. So I mean, all he had to do, if he wanted to save time, he could have put the playback speed on. He could have increased it and just sat down and watched 30 minutes of either one of those pieces that people have done on her, just to get some research. And it just seems like he is lazy. I think it was Just Saying's channel. I caught some of the panel on the first one on her channel, and it was just, I mean, he was just like, yeah, what's up with that? Why do you get so much hate? I mean, anybody with 2 brain cells can see why. People that hang around her channel, new people that hang around her channel, stay around for a couple of weeks and they get it. So, RSN is just using Chantal to get eyes on his channel, hoping that people will stick around to see what they like and hoping they won't look into his past. He's not doing any kind of serious inquests about her. He doesn't care about her. He doesn't care about her channel. So, but thank goodness, we have somebody that's asking the hard hitting questions, and I'm definitely gonna look to watch that. I want to see how the internet tea slammed her with it, but you know, Chantal doesn't see like these people are using her, and you know, she'll wear Rich Lux's or whoever it is, that person's glasses. You know, like I'm gonna support. You know, they sent me some glasses, so I'm gonna support them. Like girl, where are they at? They have not invited you to be on their channel. You know, she doesn't. I don't know. Chantal is so determined to be used. It's like she doesn't care.
So were
She
there any
doesn't.
I can't speak, revelations in what she said? Did she do some really hard lying, or was it just a lot of fluff and
No,
deflection?
there was nothing new
Nothing.
to be
So
said.
it's not even worth watching.
I
Not
wouldn't
even on
think
the kids
so.
channel. No.
No, but I want to say that since Rich Lux sent her something, she doesn't know how to, and I can't think of the word that I want to use. It's not multiply, but what I'm saying is multiply on it. She doesn't know how to take that and call him and say, well, do we want to collab on something, or do we want to, you sent me this stuff, this is lovely, do we want to do something together? She doesn't know how to take things like that and use them.
Well,
And that's why her everything is tanking, because she has no business sense. She has no, just, well, we all know she has no common sense, but she has no business sense. Because if Rich Lux sent me a package, I'd be going, hey bud, what do we want to do? You know, you sent me this, I'm wearing your product, I'm, you know, going out on drives with your product on. What else can we do together, kind of thing.
right. And it's just like anyone would do that. So it's really, you know, her just being used. She can't. Somebody just said it in the chat. She cannot understand that people don't like her, you know. And I used to think that Chantal was playing Nader for views, and Chantal was playing Nader for information. But when he comes back and says whatever he says to her to get her on the hook, she really believes him. And I thought that her rages were fake. But no, that girl is really mad that this
No, she does believe him, but not
Yep.
completely. But she does believe him. She holds on to it.
He's holding
a
on.
little tiny drop, and that is something that is really getting to her, because she believes it. And despite herself, is perfectly imperfect's back. And
Hi, sorry. I did it. I wasn't kicked off. I accidentally kicked myself off. Why?
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm old and I'm tired, and I don't know. I just went to the doctor yesterday, and I've been 5'6" my whole life, and yesterday I went, I'm 5'5.5". What the heck? Nobody told me you shrink as you get older.
Yes, you do.
Girl, we're all old. Tired,
I used to be 6'7". No, that's a joke. I am when I'm stood on a chair. But anyway, well, I'm glad you're back.
I'm stood.
Yes, she holds on to a little tiny nugget, a little tiny crumb, and it's going on in her head. And people are telling her, and she's been told time and time again, and been pointed out all these things that how Nader is bad for her, but she still hangs on to it, and it causes her a lot of stress.
Yes, even after he's moved in with another woman, you know, I thought surely she's gonna kick this guy to the curb. We're gonna get a new guy arc. It's gonna be great. He like just take the hint, get the clue, you know. And
I want a wedding. I want a wedding with her and Nader. Can you imagine the comedic quality that'll be? It would be fantastic.
What's gonna really? I mean, you know, I talked about my waiting to exhale theory. She's gonna burn something down. So she's gonna, just like she bought a ring, you know, she buys the ring. She's gonna buy some kind of garment to go over her body, and then she's gonna show up somewhere. He's not gonna come. And that is the rage I want to see. I want to see the rage like after she pays for the apartment. See, it has to happen after she gets the little apartment, because this is her glimmer of hope. This is her chance to get him back, to have him like they were in the trap before Dee Dee inserted herself. And she says it. She's actually, when she says inserts herself, she's actually quoting Yaba. And so, which is how we also know she watches reaction channels. So if she can provide him a place to do his party favors and have his floor mattresses, she's going to feel like, oh, I can get us back to where we were. I can get us back to the status quo. He's going to be all mine again. That's what she thinks. And whatever rage comes now, I want it to be after she's paid first and last rent for this apartment and connected utilities. I mean, if she's smart, she'll put them all in his name. So if they get cut off, it doesn't matter. But, that's the rage I want to see. After she buys him like an apartment, I want to see that rage. That rage will be epic. So.
Yeah. Do you think she'll call the police again? That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that would be insane. Like now it's on
She's
file.
Crazy.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
And I think it's sad that she didn't honor her grandmother either on her birthday.
Oh,
She
yeah,
didn't go
that's
to the
awful.
tulip thing. I cannot believe she didn't do that. I miss my grandmother. My dad's mom passed away years ago. I took care of her, and I miss her. And my other grandmother's 100, and she's still alive. And that's what
Well,
mom
I
did.
can believe.
So I can't
Yeah, I know
imagine.
people like you and me, Val. We would value things like that, but she doesn't. She doesn't have that sensitivity.
No,
Gene.
she doesn't. She does not care. She does not care.
You can tell that she doesn't hold value in anything or anybody unless it helps her, and that means like in her feelings or in her wallet. You can tell that by how dismissive she is about her cats, who love her a lot, and also when she gets presents and she just throws them, and you see them on stream the next day tidying in a knot on the floor, or she just, even on camera, she unwraps them and goes and just flings them in the corner of the room, and she goes, oh, I really like this, whack, and they've gone. She does not have any of those sensitive, tender feelings like I imagine all of us do here, like you, Val. It's
she's
nuts.
also not healthy in the fact that her whole life is Foodie Beauty. Like that's her whole life right now. It's that, and it's the internet. Like all of us, we do this. This is like a hobby, right? We're doing this kind of, but we have life, we have family, we have friends, we have jobs. Some of us kids, but that's what I think makes you empathetic, and that's what makes you care about other people. When the whole world is just you, she's not going to care about anybody. Because even like today, Monty, you heard her talk about Amber Heard. She's like, the trial's still going on. Like she has no clue.
Oh, she has no clue what's going on.
Anything, because everything is just Foodie Beauty and Nader and Dee Dee right now in her world.
Exactly. And she was talking the other day about Mother Teresa. She doesn't even know Mother Teresa is dead. She's
can you believe that? Can you believe
she
doesn't know that?
She's a mess. I know.
I was like, excuse you? Do you not know what happened to Mother Teresa? Like that was a world recognized day when that woman passed away.
And when she said, like, oh, if you put Mother Teresa, that would be boring. No, it wouldn't. Are you kidding? She's one of like the top 5 people that I would want to meet. You know what I mean? Like that woman would not be boring at all.
And she has no idea that, Mother Teresa had her own controversies, but for the most part, from anybody, you can't take what she did away. You can't take it away from her. She's a fascinating person. And there's a reason why she was called a saint. So, but to call that woman boring, she has no idea who she was in her youth. She literally just lives her world through a screen. And Chantal, I mean, the stuff that comes out of her mouth, I'm just like, whoa, this girl's gone. Like whatever they're snorting and smoking and whatever they're putting in the beverages over there, when she hooks up with him to burn all that food that he can't cook, whatever they're doing, it's rotting her brain.
I'm convinced this has been going on long before she ever hit the internet, even long before the internet was even invented. When she was a small child, this behavior was going on. I guarantee the oddness and the selfishness,
the self-obsessed, I mean, the self-absorption, is that the word? Self-absorption? How can you be so self-absorbed that you don't know?
Well, children usually are, but this I really don't want to say, but I've got my suspicions. I've got my suspicions.
What are your suspicions?
And I don't really want to say it, but this has been going on a long time, and being on the internet is we can all see it. So,
did we see how she acted when she was eating her paneer? It was like she was 5 years old when she was sitting at her when she was sitting at her I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it in the kitchen, like the Bay Area or something, or like, you know, like the island.
Yeah.
And she was sitting there stuffing her face like a 5-year-old. My daughter has better manners than that, and she's 10. You know,
you smack her upside the head if you start eating like that. You're like, what?
Yeah, my daughter, say hello. She has more manners than she does. You know, so.
At least my grandmother would. My grandmother would. She had a spoon. If she saw us eating like that, because we were raised. We were not like allowed to do those things. You just don't eat like that. But I mean, did you guys like her chat? Have you guys noticed? Have you guys seen the change in her chat?
It seems to be slower, right? Like, it doesn't seem to be as many people in there, or it's the same kind of people.
It's slowing. I think it's far slower.
It is.
Yeah, to me it seems like they're losing interest. Like we are getting so bored. Like remember I told you guys in my very first live, I watched Bob Ross because she makes my anxiety so bad.
Yes,
I want to cry. Yes, I love him. So I'll sit and I'll watch Bob Ross for 2, 3, 4 hours, and then I go back on and watch her live again, and because he keeps me sane, because she just makes me insane. Or just makes me want to cry, because she's just like, how can a 38? I'm 37. I'm younger than she is, and I have a daughter and a boyfriend, and I don't act like that. So, like the words of Monty make sense.
You wouldn't act like that. How could you? I mean, well, girl, we're not going to talk about when she was talking about having children, but you just wouldn't act like that at 37, right?
No, because I was brought up. Yes, because like I said, because we were brought up with manners and respect, and to respect each other, you have to give respect to get respect, right? Well, if she's not going to give it, she's not going to get it. It's a horse of peace,
value
right?
it, does she, Val? She doesn't value respect from other people unless it is of some benefit to her in the instant moment, because she's not a long-term thinker, is she? Or a planner, or anything like that. It's all about instant gratification, and that's what she's addicted to more than anything.
She's superly self-absorbed.
Yeah, she is.
I agree, Natural Ginger. I totally agree. And I agree with Andrea too. And like Andrea's,
my grandma.
Andrea's awesome. Exactly. I agree, Andrea. Totally. So would my grandmother. She was from the South. She wouldn't have that anyway either.
Oh yeah, grandma's from the South. If they tell you 1 or 2 times you don't get it, then you're disobeying her, and that will not occur. But my grandma was someone that was beautiful. She was a good person, and Chantal was fortunate enough to have her grandmother for 38 years.
And yes, she did. And she had a mother and a grandmother.
And mother.
As far as you can see, she's from quite a good family.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anything. You can just tell. You can tell by the home, the way they are, the way that they love her. They are a good family. And her mother and her grandmother and all the other close family relatives, they all brought Chantal up, and they really did teach her these things. And she said herself, she used to like go against what she was. Oh God, I wish I could stop saying like. She goes against what she was being taught. She was very oppositional.
Yes,
and I think they really have taught her these manners like we were taught, and she's rejected it, or the lesson hasn't gone in. Why hasn't the lesson gone in and stuck there? Ask yourself that. There's a reason.
Why? There's a reason. You know, I heard that something very terrible happened to her. And
no, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Well, I heard that. However, to me, in my mind, if something awful had happened to her, we would have that story. We would have from someone, from mom, from Pete's, from somebody. Because when something terrible, in the sense that they insinuated it, happens, you're usually able to speak about it from.
The only thing terrible that happened to her, I can see this. I could be wrong. This is all my feeling about it. The only thing terrible that happened to her in her formative years was somebody tried to correct her behavior and she didn't like it, and she saw that as something terrible happening to her.
I don't think anything. I think she had a great upbringing. I don't think anything that traumatic happened to her, to be honest. Somebody said that. Somebody mentioned that on one of her. I can't remember if it was Shannon or if it was FFG or something. But in my mind, she's just an asshole. She was an asshole as a kid. Excuse my language. Can we say asshole? Wait a minute. Do we talk about that word? There's so many things we can't say. I just think she's an asshole. And when she said that she didn't brush her teeth because her mom gave her a hard time, I'm like, bitch, she told you to brush your teeth so you wouldn't get sick. So you brush your teeth. Like, she was trying to help you out. Nobody.
She hates the word no.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hates the word no. It's like she gets really, 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 like, almost like a temper tantrum, a toddler tantrum, right? Because that's what I call them. She has a fit.
So I just think like, oh, you're not brushing your teeth because you think that's gonna piss off your mom. Your mom's not gonna be the one with heart disease. Your mom's not gonna be the one with gingivitis. But but
she doesn't see. You can't. It's all in the moment. She wants you to eat sweets and watch TV late into the night, go to bed without brushing her teeth and and washing her hands before eating a meal, because it inconvenienced her in the moment. And that is why she didn't do it. She didn't think about, when I'm older, I'm going to have one tooth in my head. And now it doesn't, and even it doesn't happen now, and that's why she's the size she is, because all those times she's never thought about, oh my God, I've got to do something. And we've all looked at ourselves in the mirror sometimes and thought, Jesus Christ, I need to do something. And she does, but she can't follow it through. Oh, I'm getting all mixed up now, so I'll shut up.
Yeah, because she chose Nader over her family, which is pretty much isolating herself. Because I have extreme anxiety. I was an introvert, very much so, when the COVID happened. I got over it. Then I met my Jay, and my life changed. You know, you can change your life around if you want to. But she's very much an introvert, and I feel like she chose Nader over her family.
But why, though? Why? Like,
that's the $1 million question. That's all she's been doing the past 3 days is basically at home shoving her face and like being sad, waiting for Nader to call her, and it's so pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic.
He gives her the type of attention she really does crave, and that is male attention, and for that makes her feel desirable and beautiful and better than the next person, because she's heavily into competition with women. We all know she hates women.
Did you notice in her song, that beautiful poem that she wrote, did you notice there was one part, I think it was after I Want to Raise Chickens with You, she said, I want to win with you every time. And I was like, but there we go. She wants to win. This is between her and Didi, and she wants to win him. And this goes back to when she was 15 with that creep guy she was with. It's like the same thing. It's like she finds value in being able to beat out the other woman. And it's pathetic. Like when you're 15, okay, you're 15, but you're 38. Any man treated, I'd be like, see ya. I'm not No way. You want her? Take her, because I'm out.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a
almost like
reason
she's
why
throwing
she hasn't
herself. It's like
matured.
she throws herself at guys that don't want her, or in her delusional mind, she's like, "Oh, this guy wants me. He gave me 5 sauces, sweetheart. It's his job. He could give a rat's patootie about you." Okay.
So why can't she not read normal social interactive cues from people, from the general public? Why is it always
I think it's
got to be on how much she is desirable?
But guys, we don't understand. We don't understand how Nader is when it's just those two. That's what she always says. You just don't understand. When he calls me Buffalo, he's just joking. It's playful. I think we know enough. You had to file a police report on him. We know enough that this ain't it. This is not the guy. This is not the relationship. Move on.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
So the reason why I think she is so hung up on the competition with other women and being desirable and everything. Okay. Just a theory. This is my theory, y'all. This is my theory. Okay. Chantal, I was watching FFG once, and FFG said when she starts talking about all of her sexual exploits and stories and stuff, FFG was kind of like, I don't buy it. I do not buy it. I think BB was the longest relationship. There was Pete's before that. And there was maybe the creepy guy in her past. I don't think she has all of these sexual exploits because of how she talks about sex. And it was just, I was just kind of listening to it. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because she talks about sex in such a weird way. She calls men boys. She talks about private parts and parts of the body that are pretty common by the time you get to this stage in life. You don't have a problem saying penis and vagina. You don't have a problem using anatomically correct speech because you're a grown up, and that stuff is not as exciting as it used to be when you were first discovering it. And you know how, you have to wash your body before and after sex. And there's just a lot of things and a lot of mannerisms that kind of led me to believe, like, yeah, all this sexual exploit, wild stories, probably not true, probably just for the channel. Not a big deal. Didn't care about that. But then, Chantal started to talk about, like, after BB, she got really depressed. And we remember her sitting on a stream doing Tinder. And then suddenly she's like, I got a date. And when this guy started, when Nader got into the picture, and she was just like sitting there like, oh, I love Nader Elshamy, and I only want to apologize to him. I was like, what did this guy do to her? And I think it was because of her inner narrative that no one was ever going to, like, BB hadn't touched her for a year. He had not touched her for a year, probably because of the hygiene. Because when a dude just stops and he's like, I don't want that anymore, there's something wrong with you. I feel like you have to really just stop caring about your hygiene for a man to say, no, thank you.
She's never really cared about it.
Well, she admitted they had not touched each other. He had not had sex with her. He had not touched her a whole year prior.
I mean, when she was with Pete, though, she admitted, this is a bit much, but she admitted that he used to pick rolled up dirty bits of toilet paper from between her butt cheeks because she used to get leaf toilet paper between. Well, you can imagine.
Didn't he say that she smells like cheese or something? Didn't Pete say she smelled like cottage cheese or feta cheese or ricotta cheese? I don't know what kind of cheese, but some type of nasty cheese.
Exactly. Old cheese.
Cottage cheese.
What did you guys notice, Art, when she was on RSN and he made a comment like, oh, we have to stream together sometime. And she was like, well, you can't come here. You can't come here.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm just saying anywhere. She goes, okay. And she started her goofy laugh. And she's like, I just have really bad anxiety. And I'm like, no, your place probably reeks because nobody goes there. Like, that. Like, nobody goes there. It must be so bad. And she was like, she jumped on that. So she goes, well, you can't, if we're going to do this, I'll come to you. I like to drive to people, but I don't like them coming here because of my anxiety. I'm like, I don't think so. I think your place probably smells so bad.
Yeah, you're right. And it's not the anxiety of having a filthy house. It's the anxiety of somebody or RSN coming to our house and seeing it and looking at her in a less desirable way. I'm not talking about sexually desirable here, but thinking of her as not the person she wants to be and being found out. Do you see what I mean? Am I making sense?
Yeah, like it's like almost like she's embarrassed, but she's not acting like a grown-ass woman to clean up your apartment. I have extreme anxiety. I clean every day. I do laundry, dishes, trash, you know what I mean? Everything. So that's not an excuse, Chantel. Do better.
Amen and amen. Do better.
It's like it would be a dent in this facade she has about herself. If people can judge her, because she's not stupid. She knows when people look at her and think, oh my God. And I can imagine in real life, it happens quite a lot, whether it's just walking down the street.
I agree. And that is why she's so hung up on Nader, because he did things with her sexually. But when she admitted that he makes her shower, I'm just kind of like, he makes you shower? You should be wanting to do that. But I'm like, how bad do you have to smell? Or what's going on that he has to say, hold up, you need to bathe. You need to go do that.
So that's another example, though, isn't it, Andrea? Yeah. Why does she tell the world that and think it's funny and laugh about it? Because if that was me or you or whatever, we would be like, shit, I'm never, oh God, I hope nobody ever finds out. Yeah. But then again, we're not working with the same mindset as her. So why can she not see the social cue of him saying, have a shower before sex? She's going, that's really funny.
Exactly. Like like I said, you're gonna, catch him in attention if you smell good. If you smell like vinegar or cat pee or Lord knows what else, you're not gonna catch his attention. My boyfriend tells me I smell good all the time. You know what I mean? You're not going to catch a fly with, a fly with vinegar than honey or something like that. Something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You catch more flies with honey, I think.
But I think she's always been like that from the days of the Dingleberry telling us and things like that, and being told that she smelt when she was on, is it school camp or something? Not when she was a young child and stuff like that. That because she's told the world that as well.
Yeah. Didn't she go to Catholic school?
Why
didn't she go to some Catholic school?
That's problematic
in Canada, in Ottawa, something like that.
This was
because I swear I was watching. Yeah, I swear I was watching one of her many mukbangs, whatever. But I swear one of her story times, she said she went to some Catholic school or Catholic schools or something like that.
Yeah,
unless I'm wrong.
Things like that. She went to vegan camp, didn't she? I think like I don't know what they do in Canada. I imagine they do, but in America you have like camp. Is it in the long summer holidays and things like that? I don't know. We don't have that here. But
you mean like summer camps or day camps? We have
summer camp. Yeah. But anyway, this is all what she's told us. So look at all these times that she's not been able to read social cues, and what does that tell you? Something been something been different for years, and it's still happening now.
Well, I wonder about that, because now that we've been able to kind of chat with Mama's Crunch, and she gave us so much insight onto her son when he was a child, and I'll never make fun of Dragon Lord's photo or one testicle again after that story. Like, I wonder how much Chantal could have used someone paying a little more attention to her lack of, what's the word? She misses a lot of social cues, doesn't she? And it makes me wonder, like, what's really wrong with you? But
I don't think she's on the spectrum. I'll say that.
Well, at this point, but you know what? I do think she has something going on. There's something going on because she still doesn't brush her teeth. And she admitted it. She admitted saying it. I haven't brushed my teeth in a month because my toothbrush is in a suitcase. I was like, what? She's joking, but she was like, no, she was serious. So what is going on? Like the chewing, the just totally disregarding, normal hygiene for your health. I'm like, dude, your gums have to be hurting. Your gums have to be. You have not brushed your teeth. Like I said it before, she's gonna die from some disease they get in the dark ages because she won't brush her teeth. Like, is that something? You guys tell me. Is that something? Is that a condition? Is that a mental thing that's going on? I don't know.
I have fake teeth because when I almost died, I didn't tell you guys this story, but I actually almost died 15 years ago. I had my trachea closed, okay? I couldn't breathe.
Your what?
My
Closed?
your trachea.
Trachea.
Oh, your
Yeah,
trachea.
my trachea, okay? Which is close to your vocal cords, okay? Then 3 years ago, I had the same thing again. And so before I had Bella, my first one, I lost all, calcium and everything in my teeth. So these are all fake. I have all fake teeth in the bottom. I have some, yeah.
Oh yeah, that
And
happened.
and then I got my other trachea surgery, and I lost so much muscle mass. And this was before the COVID. So I went through that, but it was health wise. It was because I almost died.
Yeah, that's something. A lot of women, their bodies just lose all of that calcium, and it has nothing to do with your hygiene. It's just something that happens. But you can have your beautiful baby, so I would say that's a good trade. I want a baby, but like, that's such is life. But like, I love kids, so I'm like, if I had to trade my teeth for a baby, but Chantal just doesn't care. She doesn't care about. She doesn't care. I don't. Okay. So at least
We're never going to find out. Excuse me. We're never going to find out, Andrea. I don't think. We're never going to find that. And I imagine that the RSN question and answer thing did not reveal anything that we don't already know.
Yeah.
Other than RSN is.
But Natural's interesting about this. She can't even take care of her cats. Now, see, and I've had cats all my life, okay? I have had cats all my life. I have Pumpkin, which I showed you guys. He's like my fur baby. He's like my boy. So, if you can't take care of your animals and yourself, how can you take care of a little baby human? Like, she could never.
Well, she doesn't want a kid because she like you, Andrea. She doesn't want a kid because she wants to have she likes kids and wants to have a baby. She wants one so she can give it to Nader. It's all about Nader. That's what she said.
To trap him too. Yeah, she wants to trap him.
Be able to give him a child, please. That's the one thing. Thank the Lord they can't. Could you imagine if they? Oh, no way, no.
It's extreme magical thinking, isn't it? It's like fantasizing about something on a massive level. It's just a great thing that she cannot have children.
It is.
Otherwise,
Hawaiian girl.
She doesn't want to have children because it'd ruin her figure. Sorry, I had to say that.
It's a blessing in disguise, right? I mean, it's not like she has a figure to ruin. I mean, she's more like an egg than anything. So I mean, I'm 5'3" and I'm small and petite, and you could never tell that I was pregnant. I just look like a ball. I look like like a bowling ball. That's what my stomach looked like. I'm small and petite.
I have 2 children, and my kids are my greatest gift, and I would never, any woman because I have my sister, she can't have kids, and it's devastating for her. So I would never say to a woman like, oh, you should, but her, I'm going to say it. Thank the Lord. That would just be a disaster. That would be so awful. Yeah.
I think that is the only justice in this situation. And, someone that is she's so preoccupied with Nader's. Yeah, Ginger, that was a good one. She's so preoccupied with pleasing Nader and having Nader's approval. I just can't imagine caring about a man to that point. I can't. He is horrible. He's a horrible person. He's been horrible to her. There's nothing that he could do to me sexually that another man could not do.
I think Great Grebo has said it numerous times, and I truly believe that we keep asking why, and I think there is those drugs. I really do. I think there's a lot going on. It has to be. You look at Yeah, because there's nothing else that makes sense unless you have drugs involved. And probably when they get high together, whatever they're doing, it's probably great. But for them, they think it's great. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. There has to be. It has to be, because this makes no sense to me. She is, she's gross shit, but she's, she got money.
For a
she's
grifter,
got
that's perfect. Yeah.
But see,
Yeah,
but the love and the drugs can't buy you true love. It cannot buy you true love, and it cannot buy you happiness. You have to find it yourself, but you also have to be a grown-ass woman. If you want a relationship, you have to work for it. Like I said last live, you have to work for it, put into it. It's not just gonna magically, happy ending,
Well,
Yeah, I've never seen two drug addicts make a great relationship.
okay, so can we talk about like why does
Yeah.
now?
Something. When did this
No,
I don't know
no
what
one's to
happened.
fight Monty. I thought it was Roman.
They both want to
Roman
fight
and
me.
Nader.
want to fight you?
Ronnie, when did this
Monty,
happen?
what have you done?
Because I must have been sleeping. I think I was sleeping because I must have missed something. Because I'm like, what do you mean, Monty? I'm like, Monty, what are you talking about? He wants to fight you.
They just want to get their hands on your body.
That's all it is.
I
That's
totally
all
missed
it
the
is.
boat on that one because I'm like, I really must have been sleeping by then, which is weird for me. So,
Nader's gonna show up to the fight, and then all of a sudden his camera won't work, like when he did the spicy noodle challenge. He's all talk.
I walk
Absolutely.
away. Oh, I ate it, and then he didn't eat it. We all know he threw it away.
Oh,
I mean, come on,
he
you
did.
chump. He's such a chump.
Yeah.
He's such a chump. Oh, is the audio that bad? Everybody's saying the audio's bad.
Yeah, I'm hearing that as well. It must be StreamYards because I hear all of you perfectly.
I can hear you guys perfectly.
Yeah, so
can
I
hear you
guess it's
perfectly, too.
StreamYards that's having an issue.
Okay.
And if they're having an issue, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, people are saying it's better now. So it's StreamYards with their resources. It's prime time, everybody. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I agree. I agree with Ginger. I think Nader really wants a real life interaction with Monty, and that's all I'm gonna say. They're talking about they want to fight, but I think they want something else. And
Oh,
Nader
he wants to kiss me.
Does he want to meet you at Orange
He
Julep,
wants
Monty?
to have a
It's one of
friendly
your favorite
chat.
places to go, right?
Yeah,
He
I
wants
think.
me to be rat guy too.
Yeah, I think he's got a little crush. I think he's got a Monty crush.
I almost said mint
100%.
julep and not orange julep because I was thinking of, Kentucky Derby. I almost said mint julep. I had a Jessica Simpson moment. I'm like, mint julep. No, orange julep. Wrong.
So, but why does Roman want to?
Roman just wants to be in this. Roman wants to be in the mix. He is now. I don't think Roman wants to have a friendly chat with Monty. I think Roman just wants attention. He wants clout, and Monty's the most chill reactor to do that with. I don't know why he wants to fight Monty. I don't know what Monty did to him, but I really just think all of this stupid male machismo, bravado, whatever the hell they're trying to do. Let's fight like gladiators. Cut that shit out.
Well, to be
It's
honest with you,
2022.
Roman was talking about boxing match, and Nader Elshamy just comes in, but street fight, no police, slice you up.
Why don't they just fight each other?
It's like no police.
Why they trying to fight? Why don't they just fight each other? Just fight each other. Yeah, both of them want to fight like fools. Fight each other.
Yeah,
Why
you should have seen the mess.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say why do men do that.
It's probably to show off their manliness, right? If they're having an ego problem or something, right? It's one of those, I'm a man, I'm going to show you I'm a man, so I'm going to beat Monty because, good luck with that. Pack a lunch or bring a friend, okay?
Exactly. He's going to show up with a Lunchable and talk about he's cooking. The whole thing for me is, why do you
bring
have
your juice boxes, okay?
Sorry, go ahead.
I said bring your juice boxes and your Lunchables, and bring your friends with you and go meet by the tree and go beat somebody up.
Yeah, it's like Chef Elshamy's gonna make you a gourmet meal, and he's gonna show up with a Lunchable and a Capri Sun and out of his little boy backpack. I don't get it. I don't get why he has to just, I'm a real man. Like, I'm sorry. He's the one that the way he talks about other people's sexuality really pisses me off when he turns around and talking about, I'm a real man, I'm gonna fight, I want to fight you. Like, who does that? Nobody over the age of 14, I'm gonna say 15. Nobody over the age of 15 should be worried about schoolyard brawling. Okay? You have no job, sir. Let me just talk to Nader right now. Get your priorities together. You have no job. Talking about fighting another grown man with a job and a house and cats. Talking about fighting somebody over some YouTube stuff. Get a job. Okay? Burning bananas and fruit and stuff. Get a job trying to tell another woman with credentials how to do her job and how to make her YouTube videos. Get a job. You are bored. Get a job.
Hallelujah. I like it.
But
Yes.
it's just like, you know, Andrea, just like when she came for us on the panel saying we're all old and we're ugly. Come again, Chantel, because you know, say what? We didn't hear
I'm
you.
my age and I have a long lifespan ahead of me.
I'm 37. Thank you. Yes, exactly. You're beautiful, Andrea. Y'all beautiful, like I said. But you know what I mean? She wants to come for us. Chantel, sit down and shut up.
She needs to get a job too. Take care of your body. Go to a doctor. Go to a doctor. Your vagina should not smell like that. You should not be using Vagisil every day. Talking about all women's vaginas. No. There are women living in the bush in Chile and Sudan whose vaginas smell fresh because they take care of their bodies and they take care of themselves. You need to, like, your priorities are messed up. You need to get a job as well, Chantal, but you need to go to a doctor, like, immediately. But Nader, get a job. Get a job, okay? You're trying to fight a grown man. Why?
So is it? Am I crackling now? Is my
No, you're good.
Okay. So I might have missed if you'd already talked about this, but why was Nader going after Roman? Was there a reason, Monty?
Nader was singing and Roman was translating the song from Arabic into real-time English.
Okay.
And he didn't like that, so he aired his differences when he was still live, and then after that he came in the chat after his live and started saying a lot of things in Arabic, typing it out and then retracting it. So I think Roman got a little bit scared because he also said that he knows where Roman lives.
But he says that about everybody, doesn't he? It's a scare tactic. He's full of bullshit. It's all wind and piss.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He has to threaten people because he feels like nobody has the right to say anything about what he's doing. But you know what? People have the right to, if you put it out on YouTube, people can translate it and add captions to your videos. They don't have to talk to you about it. So guess what?
I even offered him a peace offering. I'm like, my 12-year-old cousin, these shirts are too small for him. You want them? I was like,
Monty, that was good. That was really good. I like that, Monty. That was a good burn.
Yeah, I was like, man.
How dare you cast aspersions on his pigeon chest? You know it's manly.
Your 12-year-old nephew's chest is probably bigger than his. So.
That's another delusional one.
Joystick muscles, you know. Hey, look at my muscles, guy. Mr. Clean has more muscles than he does. Let's be real, okay?
We got to do a muscle side by side, Natty Daddy and Roman.
That's right. Nader is feral in a way, isn't it? It's in social situations. The only thing he could do is schmooze and get the woman, and then be really confrontational. He's got no happy medium. It's like he's on edge all the time, isn't he?
He's on
edge. Did you guys see Mo translate her other video she just put up?
I haven't seen the latest one.
It's really good because she kind of talks about how Chantal said she was well, she said, you know, Natty told Chantal that it's racist, and Chantal, like, you know, said it was racist, and she talked about how it's very common for men like Nader, and she even said, like, to wear the Nike and to wear the name brands, and they talk about how all these women want them. And that's totally Nader. Like, it's all baloney. And even like Chantal, like, there's a lot of women that call him. I don't believe it. I think he's just, this is what the game that they play.
Yeah, I think he makes mountains out of molehills, doesn't he?
It's all like her story times. It's like her story times, but let's add to it with Naughty Daddy and Dee Dee. You know, there's actual real characters this time. It's not like, oh, this is my story time. I'm gonna stuff my face with whatever I'm gonna stuff my face with. You know.
You know what? Nader is
Cousin It. Give your address. Where does the Adams family live? He wants to pull up. Pull up and
Yeah,
slap
how's
box
he
Cousin
gonna
It.
get there in an Uber? He's coming from like
Yeah.
that old gangster and step out of a taxi. Fuck's
Yes.
sake,
right.
Nader.
I mean, come on.
You're a
You know what?
joke.
He talks so big. He talks so big, and it's just really disgusting because he makes his life preying on the desperation of people, and you know it's
He doesn't know. He is unaware of how he has of his narcissistic traits. I wouldn't say he's a narcissist. I don't know, but I think he has narcissistic traits, and those narcissistic traits keep. It's all a game of survival for him.
it is. That's how he survives.
And so
He's a
it
narcissist.
talks to
He's
him.
absolutely a narcissist. If you look at narcissism, they can't admit that they have any faults, which he can't. He knows everything.
Raw
He's
chicken.
perfect everything. Yep. They gaslight. They lie. Compulsive liars. He lies about everything. He never.
Well,
he
yeah,
talks-
exactly. Yeah,
He's a narcissist. And I will say that.
It's not.
And so is Chantel. She's still borderline narcissist. It's scary too. She reminds me of my ex-boyfriend who was a Marine. Oh my gosh, man. I'm so glad to not have to deal with that ever again. But she would just, oh my goodness, it's horrible.
It's an unaware narcissist then, like Amber Heard. She doesn't know. It's all, she just thinks she's right, and Nada thinks he's right all the time. Because if anything that says makes him question himself, they would never question themselves and think, oh shit, I really said that bad, I must apologize. They won't say that because it brings down their defenses that their narcissism has put up. I'm not explaining myself very well, but I do know.
No, when he didn't cook the chicken and he ate it because he could not
Classic
admit.
narcissist, yeah.
Yeah,
He was in denial that he fucked it up. He was in denial that he messed it up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this," because whatever. I'm like, dude, good luck getting salmonella and puking for 3 days, or be in the hospital because you guys gave yourself salmonella. You know what I mean? You could get deathly sick from that.
I mean, think about it. How many times has he made Chantal apologize to him on his lives? How many times has he ever apologized to Chantal? 0. He's never said, like, I was wrong with the underwear and with,
Never.
Never. So, and Chantal, if you're
Yeah.
listening, take a clue. Like, this guy ain't it.
And
No,
he's
not.
not, and he has no job. I just want to say that if he were anywhere near the southern part of the United States, somebody would have been done, and I say that with all seriousness, handled him, because he is nothing but a grifter. He's a cheat. He'd be out there panhandling. The butt whooping that would have rained down on him, talking about let's fight. I don't think so.
So he's got an excuse. It's everybody else's fault he's not got a job. It's everybody else's fault that they're taking his words the wrong way. It's everybody else's fault for being so stupid they can't understand how his cooking really is the way it should be done. And it's always somebody else's fault.
And
Never
he says
a time
it's
for
my way.
reflection.
That's the wrong way. That's the
Not
wrong
to him,
way.
it isn't. Not to him,
Your
it isn't.
way is the wrong way, sir. It's the wrong
Yeah,
way.
it's kind of funny. He wants to, he has to have somebody else buy his groceries, but he wants to make it himself. Yeah, like, really? And he burns everything? Like, come on. Like, get over yourself, okay? Like, you're not Rachel Ray or somebody, or who did she say he was? Gordon Ramsay. You know?
Well, the chef that critiqued his video, you know what he said? He said that she lied about his fries. She said that the fries that she showed, he said, my fries were golden. My fries were golden. The fries that you showed were not my fries. Everybody saw my fries. And I was like, sir, everything that you prepare is burnt. Okay? Everybody sees the burnt. He will look into the camera and say, this woman lied on me. No, she didn't. Okay? No, she didn't. This woman is a chef. This woman has credentials. We know she's a chef. Everybody in the world knows she's a chef. We don't have to look like, is she a chef? No, because there's a history, there's establishment, there are photos. And she's critiquing you because you call yourself a chef. Anybody that has earned that title is like, yeah, come with it because I earned mine. You get
Well, I
so
really do wish that you would serve some of your
Remember when he got
southern
pissed about the
justice.
onion thing? Remember when he got pissed about, or it was like the other stream, and then he got really pissed. I think it was about the onion or something, and he got really pissed, and he's sitting there chopping it, not looking at the knife and or the chopping. I was like, yeah, dude, chop off your fingers. You ain't gonna be a real man after that.
I wait for that. I wait for the one moment where he's just tweaking so bad he just slices into his hand. I'm like, yes, I would watch that. If somebody catches that, I'm waiting for barbecue chicken to just put that in a loop. Like,
yeah, see, he won't be cutting anything after he cuts all his fingers off. Because I know a couple chefs that have literally cut like half the fingers off.
If he had better quality products, that could actually happen. His tools are not that good. Chantal hasn't bought those for him yet, so that probably won't happen. But I don't think he really gets that there are some people in the world that are watching his videos. Probably not now because he lost so many subscribers. People know how to cook. People that know how to cook watch other people cook because they enjoy it. But Gordon Ramsay's not going to watch Jamie Oliver video, watch this man ruin scrambled eggs and say, you know, I don't like the way you did those eggs. He's going to make a comment. Well, these are eggs my way. Oh, is she not a chef? That she called herself a chef, so I'm assuming she has credentials. But her husband works in the industry and she works in the industry. So if she has a job, that's the key words that I got. That she has a job. Okay, she has a
That's
job.
the word of the day. That's the word of the night. It's the job. It's a job. He has a job.
Have a job. Have a job. She's working in the food industry. She has a job. She knows a thing or two. So, but my point was, she called her a liar. He called her a liar. Okay. And it's like, I don't get why he's so, I mean, he comes into the YouTube community and he's so like aggressive and hostile towards everybody else. And it's like, no, dude, you're the one that came into the community and you made yourself an enemy of everybody. I mean, oh, am I getting too loud? I'm sorry. I tend to do that. Sorry. But you come into the community and you were ushered into the community. You were given a platform, that people would kill for. And this is what you do. This is what you do. Not only the awful, awful things that you do to Chantal that we watch. I mean, it was good entertainment. I'm never going to get over the slingshot 6-footers. That was funny. That was funny. But he does what he does, and he lies to his audience, and he burns food. Humility can go a long way. That's all I'm going to say. Humility can go a long way. When you make a mistake, just say, I made a mistake. Here's the redo video. You could use that as content, like, I burnt this. This is clearly burnt. Here's the redo. And actually have some good content on your channel. Like that grill, when you take stuff off a grill, there's a difference between a char and burnt. I don't know if I'm making sense. Am I making sense?
You are.
It's just burnt. It's just burnt, sir.
Kitsune just had to go.
Sorry, guys. I knocked myself out. We're having a storm, so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I'm always falling in and out of StreamYards. So, Monty, I saw a little bit of that Roman thing on Kiwi Farms, on the Kiwi Farms thing. And he was saying a lot of things about Chantal. So is he going to make a film about her, or has the film been made and I've just missed it?
I don't know. Maybe I can put that into the boxing deal that he has to apologize for kissing the fupa and thinking about the fupa, and he will have to come clean about many things. I don't know. What do you think?
Wait a minute. Ginger? I feel like he teases a lot, right?
Well, for one thing, you can't get a straight answer out of Nat.
Right. Well,
I was going to call him Nader.
He did tease us talking about he has 10 years of training with them muscles. That was a tease.
Excuse me.
Did you see his muscles, Andrea?
He looks like
They look like
Chicken
anal
Little.
beads.
Drumsticks, man, drumsticks.
Oh, I don't know. As I said
Hey.
before, I've seen more meat on a butcher's pencil than I've seen
Right.
on him.
He says to meet
And,
up. Yeah, he says to meet up in Almer Muay Thai. So I'm gonna have to go to Almer.
What's that cocktail?
Why though? Why does he want Monty? Roman, I don't get. Neda, I get, but I didn't know Roman was.
Clout.
Yeah,
Does he have a clout, or does he have a crush on Monty too, and he's just too chicken to tell him? You know, you never know.
But
Is it true that he wants to come on the panel?
Yeah, he does.
He's asked you, has he? Yeah.
Kidney Jess in bigger lumps in oatmeal.
Everybody wants Monty. Like Roman's gonna. I don't know what he like. Roman was here, and it's just it. I mean, I don't care about Roman. I don't care. There's nothing he can say to provide me any form of any kind of entertainment. I don't like Nader. And you know, I think it's pretty telling. Like he's teasing a documentary or a film or something. Like
he's too skittery, isn't it, Andrea?
Yeah.
He's like a skittery person. If you ask him a question, he's sort of it's always answered with a question. Well, no, not always. And he goes off in tangents and never actually addresses what you're saying. It's either like he doesn't like it or he just doesn't understand. I'm sure he does understand, but I've tried to communicate with him ages ago, and it was honestly, it was trying to nail jelly to the wall, trying to get an answer out of him. It was really odd. So, but I am looking, if you're watching this, Roman, I am looking forward to this blockbuster movie you've got of Chantal.
I don't think he spent enough time with her to have all of this detail. I don't get it. If Nader was smart, he'd be working on a movie of his own instead of trying to cook. Or he get a job.
You openly when he says Roman reminds me of a weasel. Well, actually, he reminds me of the Weasel from it was DC, right? Remember Suicide Squad? Remember Weasel? We thought he drowned, but then he was still on the beach. Who watched that movie? Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
No, I never saw that.
Yeah, with the weasel.
When that thing drowned,
yeah,
I was crying. I was like, "Oh my god, he's dying!
That's what.
And he's dead."
Roman reminds me of Chicken Little. If you ever watched the movie Chicken
yes.
Little, he looks like the little puff of the hair up here. He looks like Chicken Little. As Zooey looks like.
Oh, that was funny.
Roman has the same muscle buildup as Weasel, to be honest with you.
I don't know why all these men are coming for Monty. Like, I mean, you know, I'm a bit curious.
Jealousy.
I kind of want to see Monty's body as well. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not out here just like, let's go, let's fight. I mean, come on, what is going on? But Monty, you promised us that you were gonna work out in like a medium shirt or something. So I'm bringing that back up. Where is it?
Did you buy any more tracksuits yet?
He said he bought them.
Training video. I'm gonna be doing a shadow boxing training video.
So I'm curious to know, like Roman, in his infinite wisdom, said he wants to fight Monty for reasons unknown. We don't know why. Nader seemed like he cooled off for a bit, right? And then he decided today, I guess, that he wants to fight Monty. I'm not thirsty, Jenna. I'm just curious. Is that bad?
There's nothing wrong with curiosity, girl. There's nothing wrong with curiosity.
That's Weasel. He has the same muscle buildup as Roman.
It's right. He looks like.
Actually, Weasel's got a bit more.
Yeah, more muscle.
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
That's Weasel.
I was gonna be more nerdy and say like Smeagol or something from like Lord of the Rings because he's just so icky. Like because I'm such a nerd. I know.
And that little
I love
whisper
that.
hair
I love
that
that.
Smeagol has.
Because that's what he reminds me of. It's Smeagol. Just
My precious.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Weasel has
Monty,
more
have your
muscle than
bones
I'm
that's
such a
funny.
nerd, you know? I am. I love Lord of the Rings and I love Harry Potter, but I couldn't think of anything from Harry Potter, so I'm like, I'm
Dobby,
gonna go
there's
with Lord of the
Dobby.
Rings.
Dobby is
Yeah, see, I didn't think about Dobby. That would have been a good one too. That's very good. But I'm sticking
doesn't
with
have
my
a
Lord of the Rings one. I like my Lord of the Rings one. I'm
Meagle
sticking
is
with it.
probably more accurate though. Just saying. I mean, I don't know why they want to. I don't know why. So, like, they are not stocky men. Why they're trying to fight people out in the streets, I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I told the dude, I'm like 225. I'll go down to 200, right? And I'm like, oh, how much are you? He's like 145. I'm like, then I can't fight you.
Like,
Then
why
he
do
was
you
like,
want to do
no, pull up. I'm like, dude, do you even know anything about weight classes? Isn't there like 16 weight classes in boxing, right?
It's not something that
There's a reason why
there's
there's
a
16
reason.
weight classes, because a 5 to 10, 15 extra pounds is a huge difference.
Well, it's not about the ego. It's about the upholding the sport. And they have weight classes and they measure muscles and they measure, they measure the opponent so closely because it's about the sport. The sport has to be conducted in a fair way. And so, I don't, nothing would possess me to walk up to somebody that was significantly more, almost 100 pounds heavier than I am, and say, hey, let's fight. I don't want that kind of pain. I don't know what this is for. What is this for? What is this for? Like, this is stupid. I mean, do you think you're Jake Paul or something? Who does he think he is?
No,
What's
I
going
agree.
on?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. You're grown men. Let's grow up. Yeah,
He
I
needs to
know.
get a job. Get a job.
Yeah, get a job. Word of the day, Andrea.
A
Job.
job.
Right, the word of the day is job. Like I said, that is the word for today is job. Get a
It's the
job.
word for the
Yeah, but
day. You're bored. If you have time to challenge people on the internet to fight you for whatever reason,
It's a pissing contest for Machismo, I think. And Monty's like, yeah, whatever, I'll fight you and I'll score. You're not bothered. These lot are like, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me. Let me show you how manly I am.
Yeah.
And things like that. It's just a pissing contest, which is
and guys,
fine when you're a
wanna know
young
what's scary
laddie
is?
and you.
And do you know
I
what's
say
scary?
it's
this is
fine.
what I
Rachel's attracted
say.
to these men, or not these men. She's attracted to these string cheese boys. Like, what is up with
Let's not
this?
body
Like,
shame now. Wait a minute.
yeah.
Let's not body shame. Jeez.
Oh, I love you, Andrea. You're great. I love you. You're great. I love you. But like I said, like, how can you be attracted to that? Like, I don't get it. Like, my boyfriend's 5'8". He was in the
String
military.
beans.
Like, you know what I mean? How? I don't get it. Make it make sense. Like Monty says, make it make sense.
Part of me just wishes Nader had said, okay, we're going to meet up. We're just going to pull our dicks out. That's what he should have said. Because that's what he really wants. I mean,
well, they may all be show them up with that too. You never know. I mean, like I said, you never know. It's,
oh my God.
Lord knows.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
If you want to get views,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Goodness.
I'm just saying, like, all three of them could just meet up. I mean, it had to be on a different platform. But real talk, that's what they want. That's what they want. Just go ahead and say it. Talking about let's fight. Who does that? Who's doing that in 2022? Not people
The only
with jobs.
fights I can think of would be bars. Okay, the last time I literally saw a fight was at my favorite bar uptown, and that was like 4 years ago. Like, seriously, and they were drunk as hell. So it's like, hello, like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm a high school teacher. I see a lot of fights go on, unfortunately. But again, they're like hormonal. 16.
They don't have developed brains, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know.
I
Oh,
think
there you go.
young teenagers and young laddies, they have to sort of fight. It's part of growing up. It's human and it is very natural. But as you get older, you grow out of that and you use your brain and your social skills.
Yes.
Well, they lack the brains and the social skills. They're like, well, meet me behind the tree at 3. It's like, are you serious? It's like, okay, well, or meet me in the alleyway. It's like, really? Really?
Somebody said crackheads. Yep, crackheads. Crackheads
Olympics, right? You said crackheads Olympics, right, Andrea? That's right. That's what you said before. I love it.
That well, I got that from FFG. That is FFG's Crackhead Olympics.
Well, I love it. I just love the way you
Yeah.
said it. You're like Crackhead Olympics. I'm like, that is golden right there. That is just, I love it. It's great.
I'm just saying. I feel like this is, it's a pissing contest, right? The guys have to whip it out and see who can pee the farthest. So,
Yeah,
is
mine
that
is longer
fun?
than yours. You know,
that the
mine is
best?
longer than yours. How long is yours? It's like, really? Okay, what is this, like a straw contest or something? Like, pull the straw and see which is longer? Like, what?
That's what they want. That's what they want. I don't know why they pick I know why they pick Monty. Let me stop lying.
And
I know
acting
why
like that and with generating this pissing contest for middle-aged men,
Yeah.
it does exactly the opposite of what they're trying to achieve, and that makes them look good and manly.
It
and
doesn't make them look good and
masculine
manly.
and alpha. It does not make them look like that.
You look
at
unemployed.
all.
You look like you have nothing going on.
But
Nader's pee
Nader's
is
pee is
green.
brown.
It's green. It's green.
It
It has
makes
to
them look
be.
pathetic and immature. It makes them look like pathetic and immature. And the only man that's in this is Monty, not anybody else.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
bet Nader's pee has to be sliced. One lump or two. With dehydration he's got. Sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my
Or
god.
he just pees like nothing, like vapor, like nothing comes out, you know, like dust, nothing comes out, you know.
It's
It's like
peeing his way.
toothpaste.
Or pee out sand or something, you know, nothing, vapor. There's nothing coming out because I highly doubt he's drinking any water with all his nasty water, juice, milk,
Yeah,
whatever.
can he just not
that
drink water?
is.
Does he always have to have some weird juice?
Oh, that chunky milk. Ooh. Whatever he makes. I don't know. What is it?
Yeah,
Carrots,
funky
flipping
drinks. Like, I don't know what to call them, like
napkins.
funky, chunky. I don't know what you call them, but they're nasty, man. Like, you could not pay me money to drink his slop in a cup. I've seen better adult drinks in my life, okay?
Mm-mm.
That's just gross.
Well, that is the charm of Nader in the kitchen, isn't it? He's got his certain je ne sais quoi about all his cooking skills, and for his always burning things, and his.
And he'll be proud of it. He'll be proud of his
his
burns.
management of his spices in the little corner of Dee Dee's countertop. And the way you can smoke and that while cooking and not drop any of the fag ash in any of the sauces. Or maybe it does, and that gives it a certain piquant. I don't know.
I just
Well,
wonder.
his taste buds must be horrible because he smokes so much, okay? Like, he's got to not have that good of taste buds.
I'm
Because
still upset
there's
that
no
he
way
climbed
you
on
can
top
eat
of
that
Dee Dee's
stuff
counters with
burnt
shoes
milk.
on. He climbed on top of her counters with shoes. I could have flown to Canada to fight him for climbing on top of a counter. Are you kidding me?
And he
smoking in the
never
kitchen?
cooked anything long enough. Like, he didn't cook the
Yeah.
potatoes and stuff. You know what I mean? They have to be nice and soft and stuff. It's just like with the French fries and stuff. You know what I mean? It doesn't take more than it takes more than 5 minutes to make something. If he knows he's gonna make it before that, he needs to prep it ahead of time. That's what a real cook would do.
Sounds like something a cook would do. Just saying.
You prep it. You put it up in bowls. This is what I watch Rachel Ray do because she's one of my favorites. But I watch her put it in the bowls. You set it out. How you're gonna do it first from your biggest meal to the smallest, and that's what you do. You work your way down.
Yeah, well, he doesn't do any of that. He does everything with his hands, and I get that might be a cultural thing, but his hands are not clean because he's been holding a cigarette. I can't. You can't tell me it's delicious after that. Your hands are dirty. You need.
It's
to use
more like
utensils.
hand food than finger food. Because to me, more like you know what I mean. It's more like his hands food than finger food. I mean, he just it's all up in there. You know what I mean? It's just gross. Like so unsanitary. If you're gonna do that,
It's
put
so
gloves on or something.
unsanitary.
You know?
It's so thank you. It's so unsanitary. It's just anyway.
Yeah, we talk about.
Wait, there's a super chat. Hang on, Monty. Tell them they have to pay to troll toll to get into this boy's home. I don't know about all that. I look. I'm just saying that's what they want. I'm just saying. I don't know if Monty's ready to have new endeavors in that industry, but I don't know. But
Monty
has to answer
not
that
averse
question.
to new experiences, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
he only goes so far. He
I
likes to
don't-
try things, but
I'm not saying all that. I'm just
All
saying.
right, maybe I should suggest to Nader then some Jello wrestling, since he doesn't want to box. Have a look
Yeah,
at
don't
that.
do.
He would be
See, don't do pudding because Chantel's gonna want it. So don't do pudding wrestling because we know how she feels about the pudding because that's how all this, weight gain started. So don't do the pudding. That'd be really bad.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think Nader would be like, I will make a Jello of you, and then we can wrestle in the. I think he would be all over
no,
that.
not Jello. Let's wrestle in paneer.
Paneer
Yeah, what was
sauce.
he drinking? Budweiser
sauce.
beer or something? Wasn't he drinking that? Yeah, Budweiser beer. Oh, can you imagine?
Naked arm wrestling in baba ganoush up to your waist.
I mean, really. I mean, really.
Baba
Okay,
ganoush up to
I
the
wouldn't mind
waist. You know how that would burn on his sores?
Oh,
Oh,
He'd
Like,
probably
can you
break his
imagine?
arm. Are you kidding me? I mean, my arm's bigger than his is, okay? I have more muscle in my arm than he does, and I'm small, you know what I mean? And I'm smaller than he is, you know what I mean? Like, he'd
he's been
break it.
trying to work out and show his chest in his little medium shirts, his little boy shirt. So
Oh, when he
Like
was
I
dancing
said,
and
he
was
needs to
bending
move.
over backwards. When he was bending over backwards barefoot in
yeah.
DD's thingy. Oh my, I was rolling around laughing.
Yeah, he needs a
Because-
boost. He needs to drink some boost for energy and stuff, you know what I mean? I mean, I've been drinking that since my surgery, but he really, really, really needs it. Like, he needs more than a burger.
He
He's
needs something. He's wasting
needs-
away.
challenge him to a dance off. Oh.
What is it? Muscle milk? Isn't it
I
like
just
yeah,
wanna see
muscle
Nader
milk? Yeah,
twerk.
muscle milk.
I just want him to show Chantal how to twerk. That's what I want to see. Twerk, Nader. That's what I want.
Exactly. The twerking chicken.
I
He
don't
needs
wanna
to
see him.
learn a twerking chicken. That's right.
Yeah. That would be a good job for him. At least that would be a job. He could go and dance. He wouldn't have to grift people and victimize people. Go do that. I'm not talking about Didi and Chantal. I'm talking about the people that are on fixed incomes that he lied to. Talking about he needs money for a lawyer. But anyway. Yeah. I feel like just it's just kind of ridiculous. That's all. He can't twerk, but he can tweak. He does tweak.
I'm waiting for him to wear Granimals. Because remember those Granimals, I don't know if they still make them for kids, but remember those Granimal outfits they had for kids back in the day? I'm waiting for Nader to wear one of those.
Granimals.
Yes,
they
Granimals.
still
Yeah.
make them. I believe you can buy them like Walmart. Yeah, they're like
You
really
see, Nader, maybe Mama Chantel can go buy, her son Natty Daddy, a Granimals outfit,
I do really think a lot of his clothes are children's size because if you ever look at them, they don't fit his arm the length. They all stop
like
at the
right
elbow.
here, right?
Yeah.
They look very, and they're in the color schemes, the colors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he looks like how I dressed my son when my son was like 3.
Okay,
Like the track outfits, the track suits. That is exactly how I dressed my son until he was old enough to say, "I'm not wearing that."
So when he was in the park, he could not look like more of a child. When he was in the park and he was wearing that blue shirt and like the collar. Did you see the collar? It looked so small. And
didn't he have a backpack too? Did he have a backpack?
I was like, Dora the Explorer. Where are you
Okay.
going? I was waiting for him to go backpack.
He needs
Oh,
one of
that's
those
right,
little
yeah,
caps on his
that's
head,
right, I
those
love that
ones
under
with
the
an
screen.
umbrella on top that go round in the wind.
Wait a minute, everybody was talking at once. What?
I said I want to see him in one of those little hats. It's like a cap that you have on, and it's got a little
Yeah, the helicopter top.
a helicopter top, like kids used to wear in the 50s.
Go find him and Dora the Explorer could go hook up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him and Dora the Explorer, they'd be great.
And I kept thinking, like, how does he look so young and so old at the same time? Like,
Wait
you
a-
look
Yeah.
like you're 12.
What, Monty? Didn't you say he was 40? Didn't you say he was 40?
Yeah.
Are you confirmed that he was? Okay. See,
Yeah,
I
it's
would have thought
confirmed.
50. I would have thought 50 because I took a screenshot of his face and I sent it to Jane. I said, "How old do you think he is?" He goes, 50. So, yeah.
Well,
Maybe he
That's
could
my
get
theory,
his
but-
clothes from Action Man. Action Man's little outfits. Do you have Action Man in America?
Who's
It's like
Action
the
Man?
male equivalent of a
Action Man.
Barbie doll, but it's a soldier. I
Oh.
imagine him getting.
Oh,
You don't have Action Men in America. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh well, then that completely falls flat.
Or
on
I
its
could think of
face.
Stretch Armstrong, like when they stretch his arm, the Stretch Armstrong, right? That's all I can think of with Nader is the Stretch Armstrong, where you stretch him and his whole body stretches and it goes back again.
I remember them. Yeah, you used to have them across the
That's all I
road.
can think of.
Right,
Yeah,
not
made a
take
putty
off.
around and stretch him. But don't put him in the bathtub because he'll blow up. He'll explode.
Stretch Armstrong. Oh dear. Oh, I can't believe you don't have Action Man. Oh well.
We have
there you
G.I.
go.
Joe. Yeah.
Well,
he's,
it's similar to that, yeah. But
I think your Action Man is our G.I. Joe.
Probably.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
See, Jenna says they have Action Men in Australia. You used to get me. They used to have the ones that you've got a button in the back of the head and their eyes go from side to side, just like Nader's do.
Oh, cool.
Anyway.
Nader's eyes.
Well, we all know that Nader's not a man, so there'd be no action and there'd be no man involved because he's not
a real man.
Yeah.
He's a real man.
Yeah, he's a real man. Yeah. He's a real disgrace.
It's very interesting. I wonder what Chantal is going to do now. I mean, I bet, Nader's double back to his let's get a domicile grift. Because she wasn't leaving. One thing I will say is like, she was very smart for not, well, no, she can't do that because it's Pete's apartment. And I think she's trying to sabotage that. I think he's double backed on her. He's trying to get her to secure a place for them so they could be together. And I think, she believes that she can string him along. But
I think he's put those ideas in her head.
Yeah, he's put the ideas in her head.
He's been love bombing her. Oh, and he's given her a little tiny bit, and it's been blown up all proportion in her head. It really is.
Has.
And she's not planning any. Excuse me, I can't talk tonight. She's not planning anything. She's just fantasizing, and that'll get you nowhere.
She lives in all these fantasies, right? She lives in all these fantasies. Like, she was sitting there, like, I'll just paraphrase. I can't talk. I will paraphrase. She was just saying, like, I want to be healthy. I came back from Cuba. I'm supposed to glow up. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be unhealthy. First thing I'm going to do is throw away the soda. I was like, bitch, throw away the sandwich. The sandwich. Like, throwing away the soda. What? But she wolfed down the Nashi. I was so confused. And she lives in this fantasy world. She's not making a plan to be healthy. Where's your plan? Maybe go see a doctor. Maybe
tomorrow, Andrea. Tomorrow. It's always
tomorrow. Yeah.
It's always tomorrow. She needs to she needs to stop procrastinating and just do it. Don't just say it, but do it. Because saying it doesn't mean diddly doodle crap to anything, right?
It does to her because she can always say something, just like she said, like, just like how she said all the stuff she was gonna do for the Beezer show. I mean, she made an effort but as soon as she got her channel back, that effort was gone because she can still just talk about it and people will give her money for some reason. People will give her money if she promises to do a bunch of stuff, just like they signed up for OnlyFans, just like they signed up for Twitch, just like they signed up for all this other stuff she said she was gonna do. And talking gets her results. Talking gets her money. So it comes out in her body. She's talking, I'm going to be healthy, but I'm going to eat this fried chicken right now. And it's just like, okay.
It's almost like she's trying to manifest it in her head to make it. It's like, okay, well, if I say it out loud, then it's true, right? It's almost like a manifestation. Like, well, if I say it out loud, then it's true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some things you can manifest, of course, but
you can say it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. It's like, because if you say it, it's true.
Like a mantra,
like going on Eurobees or buying a cabin in the woods or all these different things or going around the world and getting a postcard and giving them to it's all as if she says it, that's as far as she does. She's a sayer and not a doer. Ooh,
the only thing she tries to make happen, the only thing she'll get up and actually move for is a man, is Nader. But when she was going to meet Frank, I have to get ready, I gotta go have boba tea. I mean, she didn't bathe, but she was getting up and moving. She was showing effort. And I just, she does so much for somebody that does not want her. He doesn't even like her. but he's love bombed her again, and she's so desperate for love, you know?
Yeah, but I wonder, do you think that he will move in with her? Because my theory, and I could be totally wrong, I think Dee Dee was kind of getting sick of Natter. And we all, like, she kind of went silent. We didn't see her. And then once Chantal entered the scene again, now all of a sudden Dee Dee's back to, that's so good, Natter. Oh, that's so good, Natter. Now Dee Dee, all of a sudden now is back in that I'm in love with Natter. So it's almost like he uses Chantal because, in my opinion, he's better off with Dee Dee. She's got the nicer place that she actually owns. Whether it's her mom's or not, doesn't matter. They own it. Whereas Chantal gets an apartment. She, I don't think she's going to be able to keep it. And then they'd be kicked out. Plus the fact Chantal's crazy. The two of them can't be together for 24 hours without killing each other.
Yeah.
This is just to kind of get Dee Dee back. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
I think Dee Dee, my opinion, I think Dee Dee will she's gonna say, over my dead body, you're going back to her. Because she was very direct and she was very intentional when she swooped in and snatched up Natter. I don't think she's just gonna let him go.
no, and I think that's why Foodie is mad at Dee Dee right now, because I think Dee Dee's like, you don't want to live with her. Like, it's going to be a mess. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but I think
it was creepy watching her watch that video, right? Because remember when she went back, I think it was Waterway or something, and she went to go rewatch that video, which was really creepy, by the way, like to see her reaction and stuff. I mean, it was like the gut wrenching, hey, welcome to your reality, sweetheart. Like, there you go. He's not your man anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how many times we have to watch her come to the realization that they're
Yeah.
sleeping. This is like the 6th time, and it's like she's like, they're sleeping together. Well, we've gone through this 6 times. Yes, we all know.
Times?
You
How
knew.
many
Are we
times
still
do we-
on this? Yeah.
The truth
Yes.
hurts, Chantel. The truth hurts, doesn't it, Chantel? Yeah, that's right.
Just accept it already. They are, I don't care how many times she says, well, yeah, I spend a lot of time with my friends. You don't know. I don't spend that much time with my friends. So I just, in my mind, I think these are two very desperate women. I don't know what anybody sees in him, and just like the mod that came to Monty's main channel and posted about how Nader would have all these private chats and take money from them. That was the only way they could be a mod, is if they were paying. And he would have all these chats to get information. This is clearly predatory behavior. And this woman was significantly older, and it was endeared to him because he had convinced her that he was somebody he wasn't, basically.
Yeah, she was very upset, wasn't she?
She was
very,
incredibly
very,
upset.
very upset.
And
about
somebody
him.
that
It's
can
almost
do
like he
that.
wants to it's almost like he wants to blackmail people and downgrade them to say, well, I want to make you feel like absolute poop to make myself feel better, to make my ego better, saying, well, I have the power and you don't. It's like, it's
Well,
sick.
that was another person that he was trying to blackmail with their conversations. This person was just a viewer that he probably reminded he probably reminded her of a child or nephew or somebody that she could talk to, somebody she could connect with. And people do that. People, especially when people are lonely. I don't think there was nothing sexual in their exchanges, but she came and she posted a very long message, and I don't see how they could be okay with that. Never mind if he stabbed 2 people. That's in the past. I'm talking about the shit he's doing right now. They don't have any issue with the stuff that he's doing. It's clearly predatory. And moreover, he's having sexual conversations with women on Facebook. And when they call him out, he wants to threaten them and tell them they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, he is a horrible person. Why do y'all want this man? Why are y'all letting him live in your house? He doesn't have a job. There's nothing he's contributing. He's eating your food. He's consuming your resources in your house. He's giving you nothing. There are other men out there with functioning penises that will take you places and give you things because they enjoy your company.
Yeah.
You could go have that.
Lisa B's asking, is she actually on the Tinder car date right now? No, she's still in her room, changing her wig, her outfits. Did she even shower? I have no idea. Let
Probably
me
not.
check. Probably not. Yeah. Nope, she did not, as far as I'm concerned. Skimming through everything, changing different outfits. She even put on that sequin number she got from, I dare say it was China, I believe. You know, the one that start with purple and then has like the wine color at the bottom. Oh, that awful dress. She can barely fit in that.
She can't fit into anything. And
Yeah.
that's you know how Monty, she's always going out and buying new clothes, and a lot of people thinks it's because she doesn't want to do the laundry. I believe that she buys clothes that are too small, and when she washes them, they shrink and they don't fit her anymore. And that's why I think she goes out and buys new clothes all the time. She's not buying the right size.
No.
I
Yeah,
agree. I totally agree.
We all
Like,
know.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
shrink. Like clothes will shrink. So I always get clothes bigger, so when they do shrink, they'll fit. But that's what I think. She's getting too small, and they're nothing. You're right, Monty. It's nothing fitting anymore.
Yeah, Kenny J says so. She didn't spend time with her family today, but can go out on a Tinder date. Maybe it's
Facts.
time for a recap. So,
Yeah.
there was supposed to be another RSN stream yesterday, got canceled to Monday. So the RSN stream with Onion Boy Onision is still not done yet, but she was on RSN this morning. The internet he was on there really keeping it real and giving her the straight hardcore truth about what she was doing and what's going on really in her life and all the bullshit that she says or does. But before that, last night, Roman could even say this morning, EDT, he was on as well. He was translating Nader Elshamy's singing. Nader didn't like that. Nader came at him. He decided to be respectful and no longer do it. I don't know what is up with them and why he feels that he has to fear Nader. But if you really looked at all the translations, it really seems as if he has some sort of fear. I don't know what it is, fear. I wouldn't really say it's respect unless they really do know each other, because Nader did say, I know where you live. So do they know each other, or is it he just doesn't want to have problems? But if he doesn't want to have problems, why was Roman streaming or stream sniping reactors, which doesn't make any sense if he can just stream snipe Nader or Foodie Beauty?
Well,
anyways,
yeah.
They asked me to box, well, Roman did, and Nader kept on claiming that he wants a street fight instead. No police. And all hell is broken loose from that. So Foodie Beauty's family was in Ottawa for the Tulip Festival, still going on. Started last week, Friday the 13th, going on until Monday the 23rd. She was invited to join them. She didn't show up. She was also invited to go to lunch with them. She didn't show up, but she was around that time because she was driving around on RSN. She was driving around after she started her stream. Right after RSN, she was driving around. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and now she's going on a Tinder date. As Kidney J has said, she can go on a Tinder date, but she can't see family. When she said that she was gonna go see her family anyway. But it's like she keeps making up these excuses. She keeps talking about Nader. She wants to go to Montreal to see Nader. She was talking about going to Farm Boy. She seems like she was on the verge of crying, and not for her grandmother because it's her birthday today, but for herself and some man. It's all just a bunch of bullshit. So that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah, and also she says she gets anxiety when at the thought of going out with her family today.
Yeah.
Anxiety at a tulip festival?
Right.
Come on. She does not have anxiety. She
I
just
have extreme anxiety, and I would love that. I love sitting outside. I love walking outside. If anything, walking actually helps my anxiety. Like, even if it's the dead of winter, right, and I'm having a massive anxiety attack, and I'll be watching you guys, right, and I'll make myself walk outside and go stand outside or sit outside or whatever, or go for a walk.
The difference is, Val, is you have anxiety. She doesn't. She is just if she thinks she's being put in a position of doing something she doesn't want to do or is uncomfortable for her in the immediate moment.
Yeah.
That's when she pulls
Just
the
like when she blew out Shannon, when she blew out Shannon, she's blowing off Shannon and how many ever people in her life, and then she wonders why they're not in her life anymore. You can only block people for so long until they can't take it anymore.
That's true. That's true. So the anxiety, Chantal, it's not anxiety.
Yes.
You just don't want to do it.
She just doesn't want to
Yeah.
do it. She doesn't want to walk around, take interest in anything that doesn't have to do with her, Nader, or drugs or food. That's all it is. That's all it is. I think
Bottom
it's
line.
pretty. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Andrea. I was just saying, bottom line, I think if she's gonna go on this date, it might just devolve, or we will hear word that it really was Nader, and she's in Montreal.
She's gonna tell it if it is.
Yeah.
I wonder what name she's gonna come up with this dude and where he's gonna be from and what he's gonna do when we all know it's Nutter Butter.
Well, it's usually something to do with the country of his origin, that the name she will call him. We all know that she always does that really lovely thing.
Well, I guess she can't use Manzi anymore because that's already been used.
Mm-hmm.
It would be called something like
Jacques.
oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
It could be anything.
Walter.
It really could be anything.
Walter from Winnipeg.
I think her uncle is the only person in her life because grandma and mom just kind of pat her on the back and tell her they're proud of her.
She hasn't seen her uncle for ages, though, has she? Since she pulled that stunt with the coke and the emergency, and she threw a massive tantrum and stormed out of his house.
Well, he's the one that lays down the rules. That's why she had to storm out, because there was no way that he was going to allow her to lay on his couch and stream and eat and not take care of why she was supposed to be there. So I think he was demanding some action, like, oh, you're on coke? Guess where you're going? Yeah.
There is something wrong with her. That's what I'm going to say. And why she cannot... I mean, some people do not have families. Some people would love to have care and consideration and have the law laid down by their families sometimes for the pleasure of having a loving family.
Yeah.
It just doesn't register with her. So
I mean, would have been done, rip the Wi-Fi out of the wall, like, you're getting off the internet. This is done. Who is this guy? Oh, he doesn't even have a job. You're done. This is done. This is over. We're getting you help. You know, that's lovely. But I mean, she had somebody that tried to help her and intercede with this whole situation, but you know, she tried to destroy her relationship with her daughters. So Chantal doesn't take kindly to people that try to stop her antics and shenanigans. So, you know.
Yeah, like we've said before, Andrea, both you and I have an older sister that kicks our ass on the regular.
Yeah, right.
And I love it. I couldn't do without it. I really do. You know, I'm 53 years of age and I still like my older sister to sort me out every once in a while.
Every once in a while you need it.
Yeah, in fact, it's more than once in a while. But that is another story.
Right.
But no, she could not have that in her life because it is a threat to her. What is it a threat to? I'm not quite sure. It's a threat to the illusion she has about herself and where she is.
Well, she is going, like somebody said it, there needs to be an intervention, and she really should be put away somewhere to get some help, because this is bad. She's just getting worse. She gets on and she even says it, like, I know I sound crazy. You are. This is not healthy. Like, going off about Nader constantly. And when she's not, she's eating. It's just all of it's so unhealthy. And I agree. Like, my siblings, there's 5 of us. We're all very close. My mom, and we would be all over each other. Like, it would be like, you need help. Like, maybe they're saying that to her. Maybe that's why she's not going, because she knows it's going to be, you need help. You need help, and she doesn't want to hear it. I don't know.
And question. I'm sure they have a lot of questions, or she's going to have to lie to them about what's going on with Nader if they don't already know, because she knows how much they disapprove. And it's going to be a false gathering of a loving family. And she is the one that's going to be sticking out again as something that's not cohesive in a loving family that doesn't share what's going on. I'd really love to know how she explains her relationship with Nader and Nader as a whole to her mother and her aunt and her sister. You know,
I have a
I mean, what is their understanding of this?
I have a
I'd
theory.
like to know.
I do. I have a theory of that, which is one of the reasons why she is avoiding any kind of family gathering. One, I don't think she wants to be near her sister and her functioning relationship with her fiance. I don't think Chantal can handle it, to be honest. Um, the second thing I think that she says to her family, um, it depends on where she and Nader are. So she's kind of banking on them not really being involved on the YouTube life. So if Nader love bombs her, she'll say, "Oh, we're on and off." Um, they don't know anything about the apartment. She said somebody called her family and told her that she's getting married, and they called her and asked her about that. And so I think at this time she's just kind of saying like, "Oh, I'm not with him," and she's kind of pushing. She's going to ride that lie with her family as long as she can, even though she had to admit to the internet that she's been with him the whole time, which we knew she didn't have to admit anything. But I really believe that she's kind of expired any kind of currency she had for the truth. I don't think her family believes any of her antics. And yeah, people, please don't bother her family. I said that because that's what she said happened. I believe somebody did that, but I don't think that's cool. Her mom is dealing with a lot, so I don't think people need to be bothering her family. That's just my opinion. Um, they have to deal with their grandmother and mother being gone, and then they have Chantal on top of that. So that's just me saying, please.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I do, because she's talking now about she can't have kids. And I think she's, she's getting older and she's seeing her sister. She's really, somebody said she never has consequences, but she's starting to see the consequences now. No stable relationships, isn't able to have kids if that's what she wants. And I think it's just going to become more and more real to her.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's ruined her body. Her body will never go back to the shape that it once was, before she decided to just totally ignore it. And I don't think she gets the damage that she's done. She's like, "Oh, I'd rather be fat. I'm not going to buy into diet culture." It's not diet culture. It's
Healthy lifestyle. That's what it is.
What you do to live.
Yep.
I want to go eat McDonald's right now, but I'm not going to, because I have a sister that was diagnosed with an enlarged heart. She has heart disease. And when I talk to her, she is short of breath. And I cry after I hang up the phone. It's not diet culture. We trying to live out here. But she's just so self-absorbed that she's just going to live in the moment. She's going to live in that moment of, this is what I want to eat, and you're shaming me for it. You're a horrible person for telling me I don't need to eat this. You're a horrible person for calorie counting. Like, she has no, I mean, you said it. You said it. She's getting older, and, she doesn't take her health seriously. Her health will take her seriously, because it's coming, So,
I think it's here. I think she's diabetic again.
yeah.
She looks absolutely awful. Her skin is getting browner. I saw her fingers today. She's got the Amber Lynn knuckles are coming.
And she looked yellow too. Didn't she look greenish and yellow? Like her tint and her skin. Was that me, or did she look very green today? She almost looked green. Like moldy green.
Yeah,
moldy.
her complexion is terrible.
And I don't think she feels good, because remember, was it last night, Monty, where she talked about how she's thirsty all the time and just isn't feeling well? I think she's starting not to feel well.
Yeah, and everybody kept on saying that's diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, just real talk. I mean, do y'all think we could be, I don't want to say that, because I don't want to wish that on anybody. It's just, diabetes is not something you play around with. And Kenny J, I watched one of her videos on that. It's so easy. It can so easily change. Like, you can have necrotic tissue. You can start losing toes. And once you lose a toe, just from my own personal experience from watching family members, once they start cutting things off, it ain't gonna be good.
And her liver's got to be. She drank.
I forgot about
2 whole bottles of wine in 3 days.
Right.
That's not good. First off, the sugar in that. Then you're talking about the alcohol in that. Then that's just. I mean, she probably that one day drank 2,000 calories just in drinking and ate 5,000 calories. That's I can't.
I can't. And then if she goes to Starbucks, the not coffee. I don't know what they're calling these beverages. It's not coffee.
It's not coffee. Yeah.
You know,
it's more like syrup and sugar. It's more like, okay, I drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I cannot drink Starbucks because it's like too dark of a coffee for me. But it's just syrup and sugar, and I don't know what else they put in their coffee, but you know what I mean? That's all that it is, like artificial. I don't know.
It just looks far too sweet because you're paying lots of money in that for a Starbucks coffee. And I looked at some of those drinks you have and things.
You might just put sugar in a cup and drink it, right? Put sugar in a cup and put milk in it and shake it up, and there you go. You know what I mean? Here's your coffee shake.
If y'all like Starbucks drinks, Moderate Carb Maven, she makes these Starbucks alternatives on her channel, and I think she's going by MCM now, but Moderate Carb Maven makes these Starbucks drinks at her house, and they're just so easy to do, and
I make my own coffee because my boyfriend bought me my own mini coffee maker. I make my own coffee, and I usually get coffee at the mall, right? And I make the same coffee that tastes just like it does when I go to the mall with my boyfriend. So I bought the K-cups, you know, and I make it pretty much every morning except for my cold coffee. That's the only thing that I don't make because I buy my cold coffee, but it's different. But yeah.
Do right? It's so simple, and she goes and she spends all this money, $8, $9, $10 on just a cup of sugar.
Well, picking you up on what you were saying before about her being unaware, it's incredible, isn't it? How somebody so self-absorbed is so unaware.
Yeah.
And all this self-absorption she's got, she could be putting it to really good use and be like a really super achieving human, really, couldn't she? But it's crazy, or not crazy, I shouldn't really, but isn't it curious how unaware she is, even how much she is so self-absorbed in herself with all the I find it very odd. I find it because it's just
it is odd.
Very odd concept. If you really think about it, I mean, it's like,
and I can't believe she doesn't cook for herself. She's not independent. I mean, didn't Pete's have to put her shoes and socks on for her? And Lord knows what else with the food and stuff. I mean, she is not, to me, regardless of who's ever paying what, she's not an independent woman.
You're right.
She has tolerant mentalities. You know what I mean? That's not a grown-ass woman. Just because you pay bills, help around the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She even used to, you know, when she used to do shopping, always get Pete's to carry shopping upstairs. I mean, who can't carry shopping upstairs? Unless you've got an illness where you have difficulty breathing and things like that. It's, of course, it's like everything that you do every day or every week is, without even thinking, is something that she can't do. Like Val says, putting on her socks, carrying washing.
When was the last time she actually bought decent groceries for that house? Can Monty or anybody tell me when was the last time she actually bought a decent amount of food for the freezer and for the refrigerator for that house? Because
he bought so many groceries for Nader, I can't remember. You know,
what I wonder is, what is Pete eating? Like, does he like have a stack of, what is it that he likes to eat? Frozen meals or some stuff like that? Like, what is Pete living on?
I think he eats Kit Kats.
Yep.
I know he eats M&Ms and Kit Kats. I get that, but I'm saying like actual food. You know what I mean? Human food, not like
and chicken fingers.
Mush like Chantal makes, not her meatloaf mush and whatever you want to call it.
You know, if a guy was letting me live in his apartment, you know, she stays in a pretty nice place with his name on it, so she's paying all the bills. You know, I would make sure that there was food in there that he liked to eat. You know, that's her real friend. He's her real friend. And my stomach is growling, y'all. I'm gonna have to go.
I don't think they're really I think they're more enablers to each other. They really are.
Friends, though, right?
Yeah, they're so toxic, and they just shouldn't be living together. The both of them.
You're right.
They just enable each other. Both of them do. Like, she lets him sleep. He sleeps all day. Is up. I'd be like, come on, buddy. You need to You know what I mean? Like,
well, you know my word for the day.
It's like a bad frat party. This reminds me of college. It's like a bad frat party because I used to live in, which I'll never do it again, in Edinburgh, which is where the university is. And oh my goodness, okay, never again. It was like a frat party every night, okay, getting drunk, being stupid. That's what Chantel and Pete's remind me of. Is, hey, let's party it up. Like, you're not 21, 22, man. You're not in college. Get over yourself. Get over it.
I know, and they live like that, don't they?
Don't
And
they?
their bodies are taking the brunt of living like that, but they're not enjoying the good bit about it. There's no enjoyment. There's no happiness. There's no, like,
and they're not friends
anything.
because
It's
It's
like,
the K-girl, man.
oh,
Because we're going to get lit. It's like, dude, like, seriously, like, I don't get it. Like, I'm happy watching TV, reading a book, being with my boyfriend, calling up, drinking hot chocolate, watching Monty, being happy. Like, that's it. I was
Well,
going
you
to
know,
wooz it up at the club.
oh, sorry. But well, I was gonna say, when you don't have any direction, when you don't have any hobbies, you don't have anything going on, you can't really enjoy anything. And I do believe he probably needs to see some medical professionals. But you know, when you live with somebody like you, when you live with somebody like Chantal, it's kind of hard to not be depressed. The place is filthy.
And Pete has gone, his rage has gone into be horrible. Can we all agree on that? His rage has gone from 5 to like 100 in like how many
Yeah.
days? His ragers, man. He's gonna snap.
I wondered if he was doing it for the views. I wondered about that, but he just doesn't look healthy at all. And then the house is disgusting. And he lost his cat, and Chantal is just basically keeping this crazy person in his orbit that he knows hates him and wants to stab him. And you know, it's just really sad. You know,
And plus she to almost to where, like, you know what I mean, she's so toxic that like almost everything around her, she just kind of like brings the toxic down. You know, like the orb I talked about before, like this the aura of her. She's just toxic. She destroys whatever she touches,
and she
and
does
just
whatever. Yeah, she destroys whatever she touches, all to protect the delusion, all to protect the delusion. But she's like a raccoon guarding trash. She doesn't get it. It's
pretty
not.
much.
There's nothing here to protect. You know.
And I think the rages or the disposition of Pete's over the last month or so, or month or two, I think it really is genuine, because I think he's going downhill fast and he is failing. I'm not saying he's failing because he's not doing anything to fail at, but he's failing.
They both need medicine for their mental health, and they know they need to go see therapists. They need to go to get doctors. They need to get the mental health that they need to get their lives in check, so they can live a better life, because they're not living it right now. They're living
and Pete should get away
destroying
from
each other's
Chantal.
lives. Yeah,
he really should. Even though I really, really hate Pete's and the way he treats the cats, but
if he were smart, he'd kick her out and move his brother in. I don't know why he hasn't done that. His brother can pay the bills. His brother can work and pay the bills there. Get out of your mom's living situation. Kick Chantal out. Move your brother in.
He's the only one that's drank Chantal's Kool-Aid, though, isn't he? He's the only one that actually believes in what she says and what she does.
Doesn't he boost her ego? Like, Chantal, but didn't she ask Pete the other day, like, hey, Pete, isn't that right, Pete? Or didn't she say something like, she yelled something to Pete, and she goes, isn't that right, Pete? And he went, yep. And I'm like, seriously? Talk about manipulation, man. Yep.
Well, Pete has learned that, like somebody put in chat, like he's in for the free ride, and he's learned that, what to do. So he knows, don't argue with Foodie. Just let her do what she wants. I think that's Pete's thing. He's just surviving.
So pretty much he just stands in the corner. So pretty much basically he's kind of like her punching bag. If you're going to stand in the corner, you're going to take it. I'm going to punch the crap out of you, and you're just going to sit there and take it and not say anything, right?
Yeah, but even when they were together, I think she admitted cheated on him like all the time.
Yeah.
He knew about
that was sick, man. That was sick. That whole conversation she had with Pizza, the cheating conversation, that was the most awkward and uncomfortable conversation I've ever seen in my life with them.
You ever had that conversation? Like, I couldn't believe that. Well, do you care if somebody cheats on you? I was like, ma'am, you cheated on him. I was like, you cheated on him. You're gonna sit here and ask him how would he feel if somebody cheated on? I mean, come on, how? I guess it goes back to the self-awareness thing. There was no way she could have seen herself in that moment. You know what I mean?
And then there was no emotion, like when he answered her, there was no emotion to or emotions, right? Or feelings to what she was saying. It was just numbness. Like there was nothing. And then she was laughing and giggling about it. Like, how was that funny?
Did you see that then, Monty, with some boxing gloves around his neck? Was that boxing gloves around your neck, Monty?
Wait, I missed it, Monty. He's doing something. He's playing something.
He's up to something.
He's up to something.
Oh. Yeah. He looked lovely.
What's
by the way.
What's the Rocky theme song? We need to play that for
Do
him.
Yeah.
Tiger is the hero. Monty, what are you doing?
Eye of the tiger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. He doesn't fight. Yeah, exactly. Show your guns, Monty. There you go. Show up El Roman. That's right. You saw him.
Are they real or is it soap on a rope?
Yeah, I think Eye the Tiger was the other one. Why am I thinking of another movie?
I'm ready, Roman.
Bring it on, Roman.
Yeah, anytime, Roman. I'm ready.
Oh wow! So the challenge is accepted.
Yeah, it is.
Why do you have to come to him though? He should come to you if he's invited.
Right? Exactly. You come to the champ.
Exactly.
The champ doesn't come to you.
You have to play an away game, Roman.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
We're all team money, so El Roman, pack a lunch and bring a couple of your friends because you're gonna need it because you got all of Monty's up. We all have a Monty's family up in here, so bring it up. Bring it, Roman.
I don't know. What the possible goal is.
225 pounds of man. That's what you are, aren't you, Monty?
Of course.
Yeah.
Taking on 145 pounds of weasel.
I like it.
I
love it.
Or sumo.
He's gonna be like, he should never fought me. He should never fought me anyway. It's just, hand check Nader. Yep, Nader somewhere getting ready.
Good job, nobody's hand checking me.
It's like the line from The Wizard of Oz. Put him up. Come on, put him up. Like when you're saying that, because it makes me think of when Chantal did the lion, whatever, thing. But I'm like, put him up. Whatever he says, yeah. Or whatever he said. That's not what I meant, but yeah. You guys know what I mean, right? With the lion.
Yeah, the lion it's his pretend courage. As soon as somebody steps up.
And we all know that Chantal and them don't have that. Monty has more courage than all of them put together. Let's be real.
Chantal can barely breathe. So she doesn't need to try to fight anybody. But I just think what's so interesting is just the shenanigans. It's just really interesting. It's like clearly, I don't like Roman for reasons. It's just I don't like him. I'm not gonna like him. Oh, are we hand checking the panel? Is that why y'all
agree?
I'm holding a phone, but
I'm holding my phone, so I only have one hand. So I'm sorry, y'all. I have one. I can't have the other one because I'm holding it. I'm not sitting in my chair, so I'm up in my bedroom.
My hands are totally free.
Yes, we know because we can see your beautiful face. We can just see your cute cartoon. I don't know. Was that your avatar? Natural Ginger?
Yes. No, this is the real me. I have a purple face.
Oh, you're so beautiful and purple. Now, I'm trying to think of who I'm thinking of. No. I can't think of what cartoon that makes me think of, and I can't think of it right now. It'll come to me. I'll let you know, but I can't think of it.
Buddha Bet said to Monty, do you have a permit for those guns?
Oh, boy.
That's a good one.
But yeah, it seems Foodie Beauty did finish her stream. It was just over an hour long.
Foodie.
And she's gone. I don't know. Tinder date. Maybe not. We'll see.
Did we see the guy?
I don't even know. Like, she's streaming so much that even if you spend hours these days, you're still behind. So I'm gonna have to watch that. I probably will do a stream react after this and try and catch up.
Do we think she's actually gonna rage? Do we think she's gonna almost like Cuba rage, but more
some
so than
point,
she did.
she will rage if she doesn't get what she wants, which is to see Nader, of course. Then she's gonna freak out. Yeah, I can guarantee that for sure. Yeah.
I don't think she's going to rage tonight. What a possibility. She's going out on a Tinder date and it's not going to go well. She's going to go out on a Tinder date and it's going to go really well and she's going to come back in love. Or she's not going out on a Tinder date and she's going to Lachine.
Right.
Or she's just going to Wendy's. Or she's just switched off and she's not doing anything.
Timing Nashies in her face right now. That's why.
I don't think the rage will be tonight.
Yeah. If she'll come back and she'll pretend like she's getting and make up some BS story of this dude and this guy and he has this and he has that. He has a Ferrari and he has a condo and he has this and yada yada yada. The whole 9 yards, right? And then she'll put her face with something, right? Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is, it'll be bullshit and boring.
So. Exactly.
I totally agree, Natural Ginger. I totally 100% agree with you. Yes, I do.
And it'll be so transparent. It'll be so obvious she's lying. And then Nader and Dee Dee will take a picture somewhere doing something coupley, and she'll just rage again.
Pretty much. Wait, is that it? we're out. We're done.
I think we're all talked out. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess this is a good point to end it. We'll see what the response from Roman El Roman is. He needs to get in his wife beater. Come, Roman. I'm ready. I'm ready. So thanks everybody for being on panel, even those that I guess are no longer here, such as Kitsune Ninja. We had Hippie Easter on as well. Anybody else? I think those were the only 2 people that fell off that are no longer here. So Andrea, any last thoughts, words?
No, actually,
Yeah, I guess we've talked about practically everything, right? Perfect, imperfect.
Right.
Yeah, no, I just want to thank all of you guys. You guys just make me laugh, and all of you. So even the chat too. Like, you guys just make me laugh. I'm up here just reading the chat, giggling, and
we have the best chat.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Natural Ginger.
Well, I've nearly run out of words as well. So, yes, the same sentiments. Love the chat. Very funny, very clever, very funny. And all you guys too. And I will see you again. And Roman, 225 of sexual chocolate.
We all know that's what they want. We know what this is about.
Yes.
225.
Loves Jay. Any last words, thoughts?
Well, thank you for having me again. I'm more calm this time. I was really nervous last time, but I don't really much to say other than we just need to see what happens, And I love all you guys. Thank you, Andrea, and Perfectly Imperfect, and Natural Ginger, and Monty. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I guess I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye. Take care. You want me to flex? How about that?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
There we go. Definition in my triceps right there. Look at that. See that?
Happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day, everybody. It's Wednesday. That's
there
right.
You go. There you go. There's some flex in there for you. Don't just look a beast to you, buddy.
That should be illegal, Monty. That should be illegal.
Oh, all right.
Bye, everybody.
Anyways, bye, everybody. See you later. Have a good one.